UNsealASMR. So, this video is a pretty, I would say, big video. It's probably the most that I'll do, and I'm even considering, well, geez. First of all, now that we can see my fingerprints on this, what in the world? I got a new playmat, right? I got a new playmat. I've been waiting for a particular One Piece themed playmat to arrive in my mail, but it is at the beginning of January at the time of recording this, and where I live there is sort of a bad storm coming through, so I think all my packages got delayed. And yeah, so if you hear rain right now like that, well, if you don't hear it, I do edit the audio a tiny bit, so if you hear rain, just think of it as some nice little ambiance, right? Oh, excuse me. But today's a pretty big video. I have this new black playmat. It's just plain black, so that means any sort of fuzz or cat hair, which there's a lot of cat hair. Look at all that cat hair. Oh my gosh. It'll show up right away. So, pros and cons, right? We'll see how long this actually stays black. But we have a big video today. A very big video. We have, if you didn't see the title, we got a whole lot of One Piece. That's right, everybody's favorite overpriced set, overhyped set. This is a personal favorite set of mine. Hold on, sorry, I'm like dropping them all. We have a whole bunch. Let me just count them out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 10 here. 10 packs right here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 packs. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20 packs. 20 packs. 20 packs. 20 packs. And if you read the title of this video, you would know that I misled you, right? You must think I misled you. You said you're opening a booster box, right? I'm going to be opening a booster box today of OP-05, this set that I am personally biased towards for reasons I will get to later in the video. But doesn't a booster box, I know what you're asking, doesn't a booster box come with 24 packs? You're right, it does. It does. It does come with 24 packs, so I got you. I have 4 more packs. So, we are opening a booster box. 24 packs. We have 20 up top. These are particularly special. These are 4 extra ones that I've gotten from Barnes & Noble over time with Beep. And these are from FiveBelow. So I live next to a FiveBelow, and they just restocked recently. And I'll tell you more about that in a tiny bit. But let's push these off to the side here, and we'll keep these guys up top. So, initially at FiveBelow, right? And, feel free to skip to me opening these packs. You're more than welcome to do that, but I feel like it's necessary for me to explain myself. These packs, I bought 20 of them from a single FiveBelow that I live next to. They restocked them randomly, and I didn't believe it at first when I saw stuff on Twitter or X or whatever. And I went over to my store, my FiveBelow, right after work, and they had like 48 packs, and that's a very specific number, I know. They had 48 packs sitting behind the counter, and I said, let me just buy, 20, because she's looking at me like I was crazy. She's like, you want to buy 20 packs? They're $5 each, and I said, yeah, let's do it. And I came to find out that the rumor is there was 2 little shelves visuals, right? I forgot Beep showed me how to do that. I didn't know there was a rip on the back of these guys, so shout out to Beep. She couldn't be here for this opening. She's not a huge One Piece fan right now. It's okay. It's not for everybody. So I'm opening these FiveBelow packs first because somebody told me that they came in 2 racks. Each of them had 24 in them, and if you noticed in this video, 24 is a big number because it's how many packs are in a booster box. So rumor has it that that each of those racks supposedly had the hits worth of a single booster box. So when I left and found this out, I was like, oh, I asked for 20 packs, and she pulled, those 2 racks. She pulled 20 packs out of one of the racks, and then let me buy them. Now, hindsight 2020, it's like, oh, I should have, knowing that, I either should have bought 4 more, so that way I can just legitimately open a full booster box, and find out if that rumor is true, or I should have asked her to get 10 from each side, so that way I could, have a better chance at potentially getting more than just a booster box's worth. So I have these 20 packs from that one FiveBelow. I saved the rest for other people to buy, and because it was a lot of money. And then I have these 4 packs from Barnes & Noble. Hopefully, if we get cooked here, if the hits are atrocious, then hopefully these guys can make up for it. Okay, all right. We're starting off with a bang. Nice. Let's just get these sleeves out, I guess. I didn't think we're gonna hit it off right away. All right. Very nice Luffy. So there's a lot to talk about in this video, and this set is so controversial. I'm gonna be saving these packs for last again, so don't be asking me in the comments. Just sit back and enjoy, What in the world? What have I done? It looks like I just got so hungry, I was like, what in the world? I need to get better at this. So there's a lot to talk about in this video. It's mainly talking about hype, price, and fans, which everybody has been putting their 2 cents in lately for One Piece, and in particular OP-05. So I don't think it's any surprise to you guys and gals that this set is really, really overhyped. And I don't mean that in a negative way, oh, it's too much. It's just a lot. There's a lot of hype around this set, and it's mainly due to the value of certain cards. This set has a lot of high value cards, currently Manga Luffy and the signed Oda card are the top 2, of course. And we finish off with, oh dang, looks like we were pretty front heavy here. Let's see if this was actually a booster box worth of hits, because if so, these next 18 or 17 packs or whatever are gonna have nothing in them. But dang, 2 for 2, let's go. I should just stop here, just end the video. It's as good as the luck gets. So these 2 cards are the top 2 performing cards in terms of value. Signed Oda is a $2,000 card, and this one is just over $4,000. It's kind of nasty what it's being sold for right now. When I pulled it, it was a $2,000 card as well, but for some reason it just keeps jumping in price. And I personally, I have both of the cards, right? You can watch the video where I pulled them. There's no shenanigans, right? I personally do not fully understand how these values work. Like, I understand completely that, Luffy, people love Luffy, right? I love Luffy, he's a little bit of a goofball character, but like, he is the character of One Piece. I don't think there's any doubt about that. I don't think anybody's gonna argue with me on that one. So, like, the fact that, I don't know, the fact that manga Luffy is like a $4,000 card, but has has manga rarity versus the signed Oda card, which is like, this is the only set that has a card like that. And I think even then, like, the rarity status on that was like people pull mangas, right? If you guys see those TikTok lives and all that, like, people pull mangas pretty commonly, not super duper common, but they're around, right? They show face. And there we go, there's our first stinker. They pull them pretty commonly, especially because there's 3 mangas, right? So your chances of getting a manga are, 2 to 3 times higher than opening one of the previous sets. But this signed Oda card is the first in the past 5 sets, and I'm pretty sure the next 2 sets, OP-06 and OP-07, will not have anything like that, right? And I'm pretty sure the rarity, is 1 per case, or even less. It's 1 per 5 cases. There might be 1 in there. That's insane rarity. I'm pretty sure the signed Oda card is technically harder to get than the manga Luffy. So I'm just surprised that the manga is twice as much as the signed Oda card. And I'll say this, with all these rumors of reprints coming around, I really don't think that manga Luffy is gonna survive at $4,000, $5,000. I don't think so. So, hey, if you're that kind of person and you like to sell your cards and stuff, I think now is the time to sell your manga Luffy. Get it out there. Here we go. We have an SR ulti. So far, it's kind of looking like where it's actually, following the trend of booster box hits. So it's a nice little personal test for me. But yeah, if you have a manga Luffy and you don't care about it and you don't want it, now's the time to sell it, because I really feel like it's not gonna survive. But if you have a signed Oda, I'm not an expert on the market, especially because I'm not an expert on One Piece TCG, right? I don't play the game. I've actually been trying to learn lately and trying to figure out, if any shops around me, play the game, and so far, not too many do. So, it's kind of a bummer. But yeah, that card, I feel like is gonna stand the test of time, right? That's one that, people are gonna keep looking for, and, it's signed, not literally signed, but it has an etched signature from the artist himself, the creator. I don't understand how that could ever not be the top card in the set, especially with how rare it supposedly is. So that, that's just me. Go, yep, you show. So OP-05 is definitely an interesting set to keep an eye out on, because I feel like at this point it's so volatile, and really anything can happen. This set, after this next reprint or 2, or maybe even in the future, they may reprint it into the ground, right? I know they're focusing on OP-06 and 07, so they're probably not feeling rushed at all to reprint this set. But I have a strong feeling that these prices are unsustainable, and I think a perfect comparison, and hopefully while I'm editing this later on, I'll provide some visuals of prices and whatnot. But I think the best evidence of something is not right is the fact that a booster box is currently going, at the time of recording this, it is creeping up to about $300, right? And I know there's a reprint that's going around. I want to say Wave 3, I believe. And it's like some shops are starting to sell booster boxes for about $220, which is again really high. That's already like way higher than any other booster box. So close to release. Like OP-2 is already around that price, right? OP-2 is I think higher. It's probably like, I don't know, like $300 now, depending on which version you buy, the old or the new print. But like it's getting up to let's just be nice, right? Let's be generous and say that a booster box right now of OP-05, Awakening of a New Era, let's say it's going for $300, right? And the top card, like the top 12 cards are over $100, probably even more than that. There's probably like 15 cards that are worth over $100, and that's not including like the top 4, which nice. We got another SR. So like the top 4 cards, all 4 of them currently, again as I'm recording, are worth over $1,000 each. All 3 of the mangas, Luffy, Kid, and Law, they're all over $1,000. One way more than the others, obviously. And then signed Oda card, which, I've already talked enough about that too. These cards are like each over $1,000. So you have 4 chances to make over triple your money, right, off a booster box. And this isn't me trying to like sell you guys on buying this stuff, right? This is me talking about like potential for the future, like what I see kind of happening, right? Like this, I've been in the Pokemon game for a little bit. I've always kept my eye on it, even before I started like officially collecting. I didn't have enough money too when I was younger, so. But like, it doesn't make sense that a $300 box can give you 4 chances at like doubling or tripling your money. Like either the cards are gonna crash in price, or nice. Got our alternate art Dawn card. Got that uppercut. Pow! Love that. We'll put that. Yeah, I guess that's fine. We'll put them over here. Like you would think that, like in terms of Pokemon, right? Let's say a set like, I'd say the 2 most relatable sets that I can think of in terms of Pokemon to OP-05 are 1, obviously, Evolving Skies, and 2, Team Up, right? Sun and Moon's era Team Up with Latios and Latias and Gengar and Mimikyu. Gengar and Mimikyu is like almost $300, and Latios and Latias is anywhere from like 700 to 1,000, depending on like the quality of it, right? Like if it's like perfect quality, like gradable status, people are gonna try to sell it for like $1,000. Like it's just how it is. So like a set like that, I guarantee a booster box. And let's just speak in terms of like relativity. Let's not even talk about pack counts, right? 36 packs versus 24 packs. I know. But like Evolving Skies, a booster box is like worth roughly $400, and the top selling card you can get from that set is Moonbreon. And that card is only worth like $400, $500, and that's the top hit. So like you pretty much, your best case scenario in opening a $400 booster box is pulling a $400 to $500, maybe even $600 card. So like that's your best case scenario. Every other scenario is nowhere near as good. So like it's almost like irresponsible to open a booster box, right? Like just speaking in terms of value, like what you stand to gain, it's irresponsible. And I would say a similar note with Team Up, right? A booster box of Team Up is probably like insane. I don't even know. I don't keep my eye on Sun and Moon sealed products that often, but those booster boxes, like that booster box is probably like anywhere from 400 to 600. I'm just gonna take a loose guess, but I'll put a price on the screen. Like that's, you know, like the highest price card you can get is probably $700 on a good day, right? Maybe a little more again. So like what does that tell you, right? Like this set right now for a $300 box, you have, instead of having one chance to make all your money back and maybe a little extra, for a box like this, you have 4 chances to triple your money or better, right? Like, isn't that insane? Like, how does that make any sense? Again, comparing it to Pokemon. So, what gives? Why is there a low-priced box with really high-priced cards, and they're both kind of like fighting each other? They're in limbo. Like, people are thankfully smart and not kind of degenerates, like a lot of Pokemon fans, where they don't cave in and just buy $300 boxes, $400 boxes. Like, they don't. Thankfully, One Piece fans, are kind of like patient, and they're like, yeah, we're not gonna rack this price up to $400, $500, $600 for a box, or even worse, right? If Manga Luffy stays as a $4,000 card, and this set follows the same trend as Evolving Skies and Team Up, where like the booster boxes then like start to try to mimic the highest price card, like will a booster box of OP-05 all of a sudden become a $2,000 box because it's like, I don't know, right? Like, you stand a chance at doubling your money or evening out, or like just kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, what's the balance? Because again, looking at Evolving Skies, like the next most valuable card in that set is Rayquaza VMAX, which has seen a price dip lately. Sorry, it's raining and my cat's crying. Oh man, that poor guy. Okay. So, alright, he's good. So like, I don't know, like what's gonna happen is the booster box price gonna rise up like crazy to try to match the higher value cards, or are the singles gonna crash down to meet the booster box price, Because like, again, Rayquaza VMAX, that's the next most valuable card in Evolving Skies, and that's like, it's like a $250 card. So if you open a booster box and open this and you pull the second most valuable card in that set of Evolving Skies, again, talking in terms of that, your second best case scenario, you still lose out on money, right? And like, I know money, it's like really frustrating to talk about for people when it comes to this stuff, because it's not always about money, but people have made OP-05 about money. So like, it's just like, you can't have a conversation about OP-05 without somebody saying, oh, I can't find it, it's so hard to find, it's BS, or oh my god, it's so expensive, it's BS. It's a shame, right? It's a shame. And like, I understand the manga stuff, I understand the manga prices, but then even OP-05, right? Like, out of the top 4, we look at the other, let's say the next 10 cards, they're probably like $80, $100 and above, right? It's probably somewhere around there. Like, we have all the SPs, which are just highly valuable cards. They just are. It's just how it is. And then we have the alternate art Dawn cards, which are probably, again, like $80, depending on their playability. Like, Sakazuki is the most playable, so I think he's probably 80 plus, like, automatically. So, and then, like, that's not even including, like, the new sets coming out and, like, how they can affect the playability of certain cards. So then other cards, like, a year from now can just, like, spike in price depending on set availability and card playability. Like, it's just so volatile, and, like, the winners win. That's what it feels like, right? The winners win and the losers lose. And I feel like in a card game, like, if we're all more focused on the prices of cards and trying to, like, price price gouge each other rather than actually enjoying the game. I feel like it's like something's not right. Like Lorcana had this same problem. I'm gonna move this guy over, it's a big pile. Lorcana had this same problem. In chapter 1, Lorcana had the same problem. Where like this is like the sort of like the fast and dirty situation where we can see all this play out. And again, I'm not an expert on this stuff. I'm just a bystander like you guys. I'm just watching and like, you know, buying packs like everybody else, right? Like I don't think I'm manipulating the market in any way. I hope I'm not manipulating the market by talking about this stuff, right? Like some of this stuff is just inevitable. I feel like if you say something's good, like, oh, OP-05 good, people are like, I'm gonna buy some, and then all of a sudden the price jumps up $10 and everybody's all cranky. Or you can say OP bad, and then somehow the price might still jump up, or it'll jump down $10, and then somebody who was investing is like, hey, what the hell, man? Like, hey, you just dropped the value on something I've been collecting, what's your problem? So like, nobody wins, right? Nobody wins. The only people who stand to win are the ones who play and enjoy the game and just try to ride these waves out until like the storm calms, right? So like I feel like that's what a lot of people are just kind of like, they're just biding their time, like I'm not gonna get involved in all this crap, like this is too much for me. I respect that, you know, like again, I am who I am. I open packs, right? I don't play yet, but I really want to play. I've been looking at these cards, I've been reading these cards, I've been watching people play online, and I want to get into it, right? And like that's like something on my own side, right? So I'm not technically an avid One Piece TCG enjoyer, but I want to be. So I'm technically not the core audience as of yet. So say what you will about me, say I'm part of the problem, say this, say that, it's okay, I totally understand, right? Like, a lot of people are just mad to be mad, and that's totally fine, like, you're well within your rights. But, I don't know, everything just gets really complicated the second, like, money gets involved, and that goes with, like, any situation ever, like family, it gets dirty there, friends, it gets dirty, and now card games, money gets dirty, right? You pay $5 for a pack and open a $4,000 card and everybody's down your neck about it, so like, it just is what it is. It is what it is. Just enjoy it. If you're looking for profit, you know, hey, I hope you find profit. If you're looking for playability, I hope you find the cards to build your deck. If you're looking for a certain character, I hope you find that character. Like, that's all I can personally wish for everybody. And I know I'm not like UNseal. I know you guys are probably like, UNseal, chill out, man. Nobody's coming after you. It's all right. I know. But like, I've seen on Twitter, like, you know, people are, you know, getting their feathers ruffled because somebody pulled something that they were looking for, and you know, they're upset about it. And it's a shame, right? Because like, to compare yourself to others is like the social media trap in my mind, right? It's like, you don't enjoy your life as much because you think somebody's living their life better, or they have something that you want, like that grass is greener mentality. And that stuff really like bums me out personally, because it tells me a lot about the person on the other side of that, right? They're more focused on, I don't know, they're more focused on like their ideal situation, that the situation that's in front of them, even if it's like pretty good, like it's just never good enough because all they can think about is, oh, somebody did better or whatever. Like, it's just sad. And like, I wish or I hope that people who may have that mentality, I hope that, you know, it doesn't like kill them at night, because that's, you know, it's no fun, right? Like, enjoy what you have. If you pulled a manga law or a manga kid and you were like, man, this sucks, I wish it was a loopy, like, hey buddy, newsflash, you just pulled a $1,000 card from a $5 pack, like, be happy, it's okay. Like, I don't know what to tell you, like, even pulling this card. Like, I know it's nowhere near as valuable as the signed Oda card, but like, it's a beautiful card, and it has solid value for like how common it is, right? Like, it's a good card. Do not be upset. And like, hey, if you're in it for the value, hold the cards, right? Hold these cards and wait like till next year and see where these prices are at. Like, if you care all about the money, you should know by now, if you've been following One Piece, like, everything's jumping through the roof. New sets come out, new playability standards, and like all this stuff. New decks are made. Everything. Like, these prices, they go up naturally. So if that's what you're looking for, like, I'm sure the card or cards that you have will probably see their highs and see their lows many times. This is such a new card game that like it's almost guaranteed. So like, relax. Just relax. It's okay. It's alright. Like, you will be alright, I promise. And like, if we want to get like real deep on it, like, hey, it's just cardboard at the end of the day, and like, it technically has no value until somebody puts value to it, right? Like, we're getting deep without deep, right? That's what happened when she's not here. I get carried away. Like, these are just cardboard. Like, just enjoy it for what it is. Like, I love looking at these cards because I'm not very far at all in the story of One Piece. So like, I try to piece things together in my head. Like, what's gonna happen here? Like, what's going on? He's a fishman, and oh, my cat's crying. The fishman and Revolutionary Army. He's punching. Like, this guy's probably gonna be a badass in the show and in the manga. Like, it's gonna be crazy. Then we see this guy is also punching. Like I just start imagining all these stories, and it's like, it's almost like I'm seeing a trailer, like one big, like, creative, reinterpreted trailer of what's to come. Like, everybody, I feel like, can enjoy this as long as they try. That's the big thing, as long as they try. So we got Law. Yes sir, yes sir. So I think that's like my yap session pretty much done. I will start focusing on the cards now, so forgive me if that was like a lot. It feels like a lot. Like, my face is kind of red right now. It's also really hot in here, so let me take off my flannel. Let me take it off. Oh. Whew. Oh yeah, baby. We are cooking. But if you've been keeping track with this whole yap session, you'll notice that we have 4 packs left from the initial FiveBelow 20, and if you've been keeping track, it looks like the rumors might be true. So those 24 packs that sit on a case are probably like booster packs, like from a booster box kind of hit rate. So unless these 4 packs surprise me, I may only get one more hit or no hits, right? There might be a secret rare, or it may be sitting on the shelf there for somebody else to grab. I'm not going back to get them. They're somebody else's. I had my chance. I already took too many from others, so I feel a little bit guilty about that. But I left 28 packs for everybody else to fight over, so that's about enough for me. But you know, our last pull, or if we even get another pull, is probably sitting in those last 4 packs, so it may not even be here. We will see. That's why we have our insurance policy. That's right, guys. We play smart around here. Work smarter, not harder. But yeah, I don't know. Like, what do you guys think about this set, right? Like, I know I'm asking this question in the middle of the video that probably nobody's gonna watch, but like, people skip around, right? But like, what do you guys think of OP-05? Like, is the hype real? Are you a believer? Are you an OP-05 believer? Like, is this your Bible? You'll die on this hill. You will fight anybody. You will go to Target and beat up little kids for OP-05 packs. Like, or is this too much, right? Like, is this the kind of stuff that reminds you of COVID celebrations and Evolving Skies era? You know, Ultra Premium Collection, the Pikachu Ultra Premium Collection, people like selling out instantly and things like that. Like to me, it gives me those vibes, right? Those were crazy. I would travel to like every Barnes and Noble, every Target, every like checking online all the time to try to just get one UPC. And even people would help me. We had just started dating at the time for probably about like a year or two, and even she would help me. She was invested. It was fun, as stressful as it was. And I feel like OP-05 gives that same feeling. Like it's so hard to find, but when you find it, you're like, yes. And you know, that's good and bad, depending on how you feel about that stuff. So it's the thrill of the hunt. But if you come home with nothing, then that sucks, right? Like it does not feel good. I completely understand. I've been hunting for packs for the past like 3 weeks, and like this is pretty much all I got. There were a couple of like TikTok shops and online stores that were still selling some packs and stuff for like lower prices, but like that stuff got bought out real quick when people started to catch on the price changes. So it's just crazy. Like it's crazy how like after a month there's still just like this ravenous, like OP-05 is this ravenous monster that like just can't keep up with demand right now. So I don't know, time will tell, and I hope you guys are finding packs and enjoying packs, and try to save some for other people. Again, I bought 20 packs from FiveBelow, but there were 48 packs there, so I'm not a saint. I never said I was a saint, but at least I didn't buy all 48. So just like keep other people in mind if you can. It's, if you don't, whatever, right? Don't kill yourself over it. It's not a big deal, I guess. It's just a card game, right? But now we have news of OP-06 and OP-07 and even EB-1, the anniversary set. So I'm really looking forward to those. We also have the Three Brothers starter decks, which dang you, Bandai, got me feeling some type of way, right? The Three Brothers decks, they come with, you have a chance at like 16 different promo cards. You can get 3 of them in each box. And there's no packs in it, I believe. And it's $30 or something per box. So $30, you get 3 promo cards, and there's 16 total to collect. I know I'm just like throwing numbers at you guys, but like in reality, you would have to buy 6 boxes and get perfectly lucky and get only 2 duplicates to get all 16. 6 boxes times $30. I haven't seen it at a lower price anywhere. Like people are just riding this One Piece craze, so prices suck right now. But hold on, wait, we have our last. Do we get another hit? Oh, we do. We got the booster box as the secret rare from the booster box. So, oops. I hope the last 4 packs that I left at FiveBelow can treat somebody well still. Maybe there's a manga in there. And don't even get me started on the other side. That's, wishing them luck. But now we have 4 packs from Barnes & Noble. Let's see. I talked to the old lady. She had 2 packs for me. So these were, I think the bottom ones were from the old lady. And these were from just a different Barnes & Noble. So we'll save the best ones for last, I guess. She has the hot hands, bro. She gives me all the hits somehow. I don't know. I'm convinced she's weighing packs just for me, because every time I buy packs from her, like, they're nothing but fire. Nothing but fire. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much more to say. Like, this is just crazy, and it's fun to watch as much as it is scary. And again, like, just enjoy it while it lasts, because if Bandai is smart, they will print this set into the ground, because they should know that people will buy it as long as it's a reasonable price, right? You keep putting out $5 packs. That's each pack is another $5 in your pockets, Bandai. Like, just keep printing it if you want money. People will buy it. We saw similar stuff to Evolving Skies, right? $400 booster box. Pokemon Center randomly put up booster boxes for sale, like for market price $144. I think it was in November or December. They randomly put up booster boxes for sale on their website after all these years, like 2 years of release. And they sold right away, and people were like, oh my gosh, Evolving Skies is getting another reprint. And people were worried, right? People were worried that like the card prices were gonna go down, like Moon Brown was gonna be like a $200 card. People were worried that like the booster boxes were gonna drop in value. Do you guys want to know what happened? Nothing changed. Nothing changed. It's still a $400 box. Nothing changed. So like, who knows? Like, them reprinting OP-05 over and over might not change a dang thing. Like, people will probably still be as crazy. People like me still might buy 20 packs from FiveBelow and get a weird look from the cashier. Like, are you sure? Like, yep. Just don't make me think twice about it. Otherwise, like, I might not do it. I don't know. So, you know, if they're smart, that's what they would do. Alright, we got the stinky ones out of the way. Now it's time for the Hot Hands Duo. These are from my girl. Not Beep. Beep is my girl, but this is from I'm gonna stop. We're gonna open these the old way. Hitting them with the UNseal special here. Oh yeah, you like that? I don't know what's worse. I think that was way worse than how I've been opening them. That looked terrible, but we're going back to the way I used to open these packs, so maybe that'll bring us good fortune to finish out this video. Let us see. Try to get no spoilers. Let's see how we do. Alright, second to last pack. Gladius, Dalmatian, Sanji, Mr. One, Gamma Knife, Basil, Conis, I bid 500 million, excuse me, Don Quixote, Hina, and Baby 5. Alright, let's see, did she save the best for last? Did she save the best for last? This is going to be a silent pack. It's going to be real silent. Here we go. Last pack. Magic. What's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Is it a certified stinker? Or a beat banger? Only time will tell. Push those babies down. We don't want to cut a single card. We're finishing strong, guys. Buckle in. Manifesting greatness. I need like a motivational video right now. Alright, let's do this. It's all good. It's all good. Sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles, right? can't win them all. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I'm yapping. I'm a yapper, bapper. What can I say? It's what I'm good at. Peep. That's why Peep is still with me, right? I can just talk the night away. So let me know what you guys think. If you got the FiveBelow wave, I hope you guys got good pulls. I've already seen a couple mangas get pulled on Twitter, so like that's always good to see. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying life. If you're new here, if you're old here, please consider leaving a like, commenting down below, and of course subscribing. But you know, when you comment, I'm doing this out of order, I'm messing myself up, but yeah, feel free to leave a comment telling us what you liked, what you didn't like, what do you want to see more of, what do you want to see less of. Be honest. Ain't nobody judging. And of course, just, you know, enjoy life again. So let me know what you guys think of OP-05. If you want me to do more of this stuff, I have a few other products, One Piece related, that I can open. So yeah, let me know. This is always fun for me. So stay safe till next time.